What's good, y'all? What up?
It's good. Chilling, chilling.
What up? What up? JT, what up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Another Thursday night.
Thursday, baby. We here. We here. We here. We got part two of the great interview we had last week. Justice for Abel Ortiz, man. This is we gonna get into a lot more of that today. But
There
come
you
on,
go.
come on, come on. You good? Finish eating. Finish eating. Finish eating. Anybody want fries?
I'm good.
Nah,
I appreciate
nah.
it though.
I was gonna let you finish eating. Oh, all right, cool. But JT, what up with you, man? Come, we good.
Yeah,
How was your week?
it was good. It was good. Happy tomorrow's Friday. What's going on, King? You all right? Good. Can't complain, man. Yes, sir. Can't complain. Basketball season is underway. We can preparing for the playoffs. So we gotta get ready for that. We got a home game tomorrow after school. Blah blah blah. What else? What else?
Nah, what we gotta do is we gotta shout out the boys, varsity. They won 2 chips this year so far. The girls varsity, we won 2 chips. Leah won 2 chips for her first freshman year. Becca won 2 chips at her first freshman year, man. Yeah, it was a good little weekend, man. It was a good weekend.
Yeah. It was
Now we just waiting on one more. We need one more to get that.
Yeah, so that's all we focused on right now.
Let's go. How many games we got left?
I don't even know.
I think he said 5
No,
when I spoke to him.
no, it's less than that. Probably like 3.
Did y'all play one more since the last? Was I saw at the gym? Since Monday?
Yeah, we did. We lost on the road.
Oh damn. So you got 4 more then. 4 more games you got.
Nah, we got less than that. Got to be like 3 or 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, we gonna make it to the playoffs. Once we make it to the playoffs, that's it.
yeah.
But y'all playing varsity people, so it's like
No,
it's
it's no
still an
excuses.
accomplishment. It's still I feel like it's still good.
No, we don't look at it like that. We play whoever's in front of us. So at the end of the day,
Let's go.
win or lose, we not using no excuses. We gotta win out the rest of these last 2-3 games and go into the playoffs with some momentum.
Yep.
Coach and I gotta just come up with the schematics on how we're gonna make the team prepared as prepared as possible for this type of atmosphere. They're not used to the playoff environment and rotations being cut down and crowds being hostile. It's not for everybody.
I've seen a lot of the players though at the games, like at the varsity games and the girl games. Some of them was there,
Yeah, I mean we get a lot of kids, but
that environment that was good for them to see.
yeah, but it's not a
You don't think so?
yeah, but it's not no.
For the first time, for their first year, I mean that's fine.
It's not a real like I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know. Maybe my experience is different, but like I remember like going to a Lehman versus Kennedy football game and that being a hostile environment where it's like
I got what you're saying.
you look at look at somebody the wrong way, and it could turn
Yeah,
nasty.
exactly.
But that's a tradition that's been going on for probably over 60 years or something like that. So. Well, us, we're new, and our kids don't really understand what school spirit is and stuff like that. But they're learning, and it's only year 3. But yeah, that's really all I'm focused on right now. So 3 more games.
That's what we focused on right now. We're gonna get in there,
that's
and
it.
every time when they get to the finals and the chip, we all gotta be there. Go watch some support, man, because I was in there. I saw you. First of all, congratulations, man, on
up?
winning your first one. I think that was the first game that you coached by yourself like that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You look professional. I walked in. Leah said, "Why JT got a suit on?"
Yeah. I mean,
I was like, "Let him be."
I try to show the kids
Yeah.
that it's okay to be different.
Let's go.
They're used to seeing us in suits for the wrong reasons. Well, not the wrong reasons, but for reasons that aren't best for us. A lot of times we're wearing a suit when we're seeing somebody in a casket. We're wearing a suit, when we're on our way to court, as we should, which is not a bad thing. But
Interview.
an interview. But I like to show them you could wear a suit just because. There's nothing wrong with just getting up. You want to just put on the suit, Nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, that was the reason why I did that. But, I mean, it's one game.
Nah,
It's not the game that matters the most, though. That's all I'm focused on right now.
I agree. Manny, what up, man? How's your week been? You good?
Chilling, school.
School's killing you, right?
Shit's annoying. Oh dear.
Almost done though?
Nah, but I am about to petition to get my associates because I'm technically going for my bachelor's. But like if I take like 6 more classes next semester, I could like go get my associates and then like get it start like getting a job and shit while I'm still getting my bachelor's. And
Let's
stuff
go,
like that.
bro.
Like actually in the
I
tech
feel like you
field,
just
so-
do mad fucking classes though.
Me?
Yeah.
I've
Like
been
I feel like-
going.
yeah, like all year round for like 2 years.
Nah, not well. This is I'm on the second year.
Right?
now.
Yeah.
But for the past year, I was going like all year. Shit's tiring, bro. Like, I don't get a real break, bro.
I bet. Last week you hit me, or 2 weeks ago you hit me like, yo, bro, I fell asleep. I can't even make it. Like school's kicking
Yeah,
my ass.
I was doing a project. Yeah, I was just bad tired, bro. We was doing like we're building a business, but like everything, like the business, the what you need, like hardware, software, routers, whatever, like for internet connectivity, yada yada yada. You got to build the database, employee information, all of that. Like just
Didn't you
shit,
do that
man.
with the kids too? Like
Do
a
what?
like not a business, but like something like in that nature.
Oh,
You didn't hear what he said?
I did, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, didn't you do something where they gotta like? Well, I think it was like a basketball tournament. They had to like
Yeah, so
get
they
everything from one
Logistics, all
to everything, right?
yeah,
Like,
so they had to create their own basketball tournament business plan from scratch.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, we essentially doing like a luxury car rental business, but we have to do everything from the tech portion to the manufacturers, shipping, that shit.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
That is
I
dope.
was actually thinking about going back to school the other day, and then I just started pricing it, and I was like, nah, this ain't it. And I only got a year left to get my master's, which is crazy. But
do it online.
Do like 2 years in the army, real quick.
army is
Do
crazy.
2 years in the army.
2
real
years in the
quick.
army reserves, real quick, nigga.
Oh, reserves. Yeah, you don't gotta do nothing. We gotta go like once a every
weekend.
Yeah.
Once a weekend a month.
I'm good.
One weekend a month.
Do the army reserves, get you a little some veteran benefits, real quick.
Actually, don't sound bad.
Word, and you could get the VA loan. Get
Type
your-
shit, hell yeah, that
get your
400K
crib.
house loan.
I wouldn't do it, but that's not a bad route. But I wouldn't do it. It's not for me. I missed my opportunity. I wanted to
I
go.
did too, cause when I was trying to go to the Navy, it was over for me.
You ain't 40 yet. You can still go to the Navy. They take you up until 40.
Nigga, Dave was like, yo, you got tattoos? I was like, yeah. It was like, it's over.
They
They-
about
they-
to take anybody, bro.
Yeah.
They more lenient on tattoos now. You
I know,
good.
I heard, but it's over. I got my kids. I
Shit,
can't
as soon
do
as
it.
World
And my
War III
back, I'm not making it past like the first like couple of drills. It's over. I'm like, yo, I
What
quit.
you think them niggas do? It's the Navy, bro.
They swim. I can swim though.
They don't even swim like that. There's a bunch of Navy niggas who don't know how to swim.
For real?
That's
That, on God, bro.
what?
On God.
Oh, yeah, because you don't have to. There's mad other stuff that you could do in the Navy, though. Isn't that every
they can
branch?
sail.
They got.
They most definitely. Oh, this is off. Oh,
Nah, you good.
I'm.
You.
It don't sound like him. His sounds super on. But yeah, they most definitely could do that.
Well, you can hear it. You can hear it out there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna go through my week real quick. I had a fucking bad toothache for the past like 4 days. Like I couldn't eat. I just wanted to I just wanted to sleep to try to feel better, and that shit didn't work either. And then all of a sudden today I woke up and there was no pain. I'm like, all right, cool, fuck it.
Nah, don't fuck it.
I know I made a dentist appointment already.
I'm in the fuck it zone, and I'm regretting it right now.
I went to the dentist. I went to the dentist
know,
today.
I know exactly what it is that you're going through because I'm going through something similar, and your eyes start hurting.
Oh, my whole I
Brain
started getting a headache.
Yeah.
I was going through it for 2 days, and I still had to take
bueno.
care of the kids. I was going through it, man. I literally told my son, just leave me alone, just do whatever you want.
Different state of mind, man.
Yeah, it was the most painful thing I think I hate.
That toothache and the stomach ache. Oof.
Oh
Real
yeah,
bad
yeah.
stomach pains.
Oh
You
man,
can't get rid of
gas pains is the worst.
You feel like
Gas
you're gonna
pains, you
die.
feel like you're having a heart attack.
That's when you start praying to God.
Yeah.
That's when you start.
But you
praying.
had a good week.
Amazing.
Wait, we had an amazing show last Thursday.
Yes.
Then you left the next
I
day.
feel so I got great feedback from my family and friends as well.
I'm glad.
Yeah, most definitely. My bad. They also said they couldn't hear me, so yeah, I gotta speak in. But yeah, I had great feedback, and I reviewed and watched it myself a few times, and I thought it was great. I apologize for so much cursing.
Oh,
No. This is to my family, especially my wife. You know, and she was like, "You gotta curve that," and I do. I gotta curve that, cursing like a sailor all the time, and that's because of the environment that I'm in. But yeah, I had a great freaking week, man. Shout out to EJ. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to Jeremy.
What happened? What happened in Puerto Rico?
Well, the first thing that happened was the most amazing thing is my nephew got the TKO knockout on the 4th round in the most historic sold out event in Puerto Rico history. All right,
Word?
so
I didn't even know
that was amazing that he was the first fight, got the first knockout there, and it was just exhilarating. I can't express it in words. I felt like he was listening to me because I was screaming my lungs out on the side of the ring, and it was just that's me. But it was crazy because he's amazing. The kid is an amazing boxer. He's young. He fights like a veteran already. He's poised. He takes his time, and just that win there was amazing. It was like for me, he won the championships already. Like for me that was and it's not, but to me that was like the highlight.
That was the highlight of the thing for you, yeah.
It was because after that I bounced. I was just waiting for him to come out, and I didn't care about Jake Paul. God forgive me, I didn't care about Amanda Seriano either. Now you forgive me. I would say God forgive me, but I didn't care about watching her. I didn't care about watching none of the fighters. I just care about my nephew, and that's how I felt. I felt great. I felt awesome, and I was like, I came, I saw, I conquered. I'm out of here with my wife. Go take care of a couple of things. Hung out with them after, and it was amazing. And then the rest of the week, I spent it with my wife. It was our honeymoon.
Oh, that's
and
dope.
Her birthday, it was just amazing. We
Honeymoon and birthday is around the same time.
In a spot.
You got to buy 2 gifts?
Yeah. I mean, the whole gift was everything out there and then some. But we stood in a place called La Playita. It was really Puerto Rico culture's vibe, right on the end of the beach of Carolina. Right in the end of the beach of Carolina. The whole strip of Carolina is just like luxury buildings. But where we stood was in the end. It was like right on the water. Literally, you could see Isla Verde. And Isla Verde is smaller than a freaking park that is it's not even smaller than it's so Isla Verde is so small.
Did we go? We didn't go there, right? Where we went?
No, isn't that on the close to the Aguadilla on that side of the island?
That's your side. That's the side.
No, we was in San Juan, Carolina side.
We was there. That's where we stayed.
Aguadilla is on the other side.
Yeah, that's the other side.
2 hours and a half. That's by Isabela over there.
That's what I'm thinking of, Isabela.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we stayed in Carolina.
Well, that's where my
where
mother
the
lives.
shit was at.
Okay.
But yeah, we stood in a nice spot, and it was amazing. We chilled on the beach, and it was just so dope. And had a great time with my wife. We had laughs, and we slept on the beach, and we took turns, and we went parasailing, and it was cool. I peed in the sky.
What?
You scared?
I wasn't scared. I had to take a leak. I was.
You didn't have nowhere else to go.
Over the ocean.
gotta go.
I'm like, babe, I gotta pee. She was like, don't do that. I'm like, I gotta go. In the sky. It was real calm, but that was cool. We had it.
Was there anybody under you?
It was just the ocean.
Oh, all right.
Just the ocean. We're
Did
parasailing.
it pass the beach and you was just pissing on niggas?
We were all over. The boat was way the hell over there. Everything was cool.
That's crazy.
I had to position myself away from the GoPro, because you got but me and my wife was cracking up while I was doing this. That was hilarious. We had fun.
I'm glad you had a great time, man. You deserve it, man.
Yes, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anything else y'all want to talk about before we get into anything, or you good?
Because he mentioned Jake Paul, Mike Tyson.
That's funny. He fought
I like
day.
that.
He fought that day.
Yeah.
Who?
Jake Paul.
Yeah, he won.
He fought that day.
Yeah, he knocked him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, talk about
What
that.
y'all think about Jake Paul, Mike Tyson? I don't give a fuck about boxing, but
I actually,
I love boxing.
I kind of like what they're doing. I just don't know if like Mike is gonna throw it. You know what I mean? Like,
you think he would though?
no.
I think there's definitely going to be a clause where he's not supposed to knock him out.
There has to be something, and it's gonna be live on Netflix, which I like that too. The first time it's gonna be on Netflix. It's gonna.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, live
fire.
Netflix.
That's fire.
That's what I'm saying. The whole venue. I fucked with Jake Paul. I'm
a
telling you that right now.
genius.
Niggas hate him because
Nah.
it's like
Genius.
YouTube. They'd be like, "Oh, he's a YouTube boxer," but He's giving a lot of attention to boxing.
No,
He's
I
bringing a
don't-
lot of attention
Wait,
back to boxing.
I think. Well, I spoke
knows
about
how
it
to
before,
promote.
but did any of you guys watch his documentary? It was a really, really good documentary.
I gotta see that.
It was really good, but he also points out the fact that he loves being a villain because it gets the attention, but he's doing it for boxing. Like, he's doing it for, like, people are getting paid on the Jake Paul. Like,
And Puerto Rico is too. Shout out to that.
Yeah,
Shout out
people-
to him and bringing the economy over there
Yeah.
because he's bringing a lot of money. Listen, I wanted to fight Jake Paul mad times. No, I'm serious. Everybody knows that. Everybody in my family, everybody that follows me on IG knows that. I've been pushing that because I wanted to bring this case out through him. You understand? And I felt like him being a YouTube star, you were not a professional boxer, you didn't come up through the amateur ranks, you just got into the set like that. I'm like, give me a shot. Give me a shot. Put me on some Rocky Balboa shit and let me go out there and try to bust your ass, because I know I bust his ass. He don't know how to fight. He know he can fight, but he ain't got the matrix abilities. Like my nephew, you understand? There's boxers, and I consider myself one of them, that got matrix abilities. You understand? It's certain shit that we could do that other people naturally can't do. You know, and I'm not trying to brag. I just know myself. I'm 47 years old, been fighting all my life. So I know I could bust his ass. I trained for 6 months, and I was like, I pressed him on IG. I made a whole collage of me and him together with lightning and everything. Like, I did my own little promotion shit to fight him. And it wasn't that I was hating him. Maybe I had a little something against him because he's a Blanquito and he's in Puerto Rico living over there. For a second I had that, but then I started realizing over there, and I said, wow, this man is really generating. He knows how to promote. He knows how to promote. He knows how to bring the buzz out. And shout out to Dariel in Puerto Rico. He made a great point. He said, you know what, we go to America to make a life and chill. Why the white boys can't come over here and make a life and chill? How can we hate on that? You know, I was like, wow. It was a great time in Puerto Rico. Let me tell you, I had a lot of epiphanies, man. Shout out to Jake Paul. I still want to bust your ass. I still want to fight you. But I think with the Mike Tyson shit, I don't think Tyson got it in him. I seen him fight the last time. He couldn't do
the
nothing.
Roy Jones shit. But the Roy Jones shit was different. I just don't.
was
I don't think that he
different,
could have. I don't think that they. I think they did have like a no knockout clause in that, or no knockdown clause or some shit like that. They did have that. Yeah.
What do you mean no knockout clause?
Like, you couldn't knock the nigga out.
Yeah, I think they did that for Floyd and when he fought one of
Oh,
them.
really?
Yeah.
So it was just an exhibition sparring match.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all it is.
basically.
That's
was.
what it felt like.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
So I don't know if this is gonna be that. I don't know what it's gonna be. I think we gotta wait for it. Mike Tyson just put up on a post on Instagram. It was like, yo, sign the contract. He had his name signed. He's waiting for Jake. Jake Paul will sign that contract. I think he's gonna do it. He's about his money, and he's also about a lot of boxers. He does a lot of things for the boxing community, and he wants to start like a boxing union. A lot of people don't like him because of that, because a lot of boxers get CTE and shit like that.
Man.
But
That's
he's
smart.
he's
Get some
actually a
medical
really good
coverage, all
he's a
type of
really
stuff.
good dude. He's a really good dude, man, and people don't like him. But I fucks with Jake Paul.
I do
That's
too
just-
now.
Yeah, I fucks with Jake
I
Paul.
do too, and I still want to fight him.
We got a fight. We do got a fight going on Juneteenth. Want to talk about it? Tell them. Let's go. Tell the people out there what's going on Juneteenth.
So Juneteenth, there will be a bout that's going to take place in Underdog Gym. Shout out to my opponent, Kev. And we've been getting right, man. I actually haven't been in the gym in the last week, so I'm a bit rusty. But yeah, I'm getting back in the gym starting Saturday and preparing for Juneteenth. So it's gonna be a big event. Come out, show love, and that's really it.
Explain Juneteenth to me. I mean, your boxing field. What is it?
So
They boxing.
Juneteenth.
No, they boxing.
Yeah, we're boxing. So they're
On
gonna-
Juneteenth.
On Juneteenth, and Juneteenth is a holiday that celebrates the end of slavery.
Okay, got you. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah. So and that's my that's
We
my
might
friend,
be
man.
looking for undercards. So if you got somebody you want to beat up,
No, if I'm on the box, I gotta train, and I wanted to do it with Jake Paul. If I'm gonna get some serious bread, let's do that. All right.
all right.
But I have mixed emotions about it. Like, a part of me loves it and a part of me doesn't. I like the fact that, he's trying to do something positive for the boxing community, so I'm not knocking him for that. What I don't like is the fact that I feel like something like this, where we're having like a whole Netflix special in Dallas Stadium, like that should be happening for like the people who are actually
Boxing.
like the real fighters, like the big name fighters. But
No, but he does that. He puts them under his undercard.
no, he
He's
does.
the top. Look, he had Amanda Serrano,
Right.
which is she has all the belts in the female championship.
Yeah, and she didn't even
Right.
fight.
She had wait, it was them two, 6 other undercards under that. So they
let them fight. He
are
lets them
putting
fight.
they're putting
He gives
talent
them.
up there.
No, and,
You
and
know,
I'm not.
and look, they got my nephew the first fight. Like that's big. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of exposure for my
Right.
nephew out there. You know, so he's giving people shots. And
Yeah,
I'm
and
pretty
that's
sure
what I
that
commend
day-
him for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you box him, you get in there and fight for that chicken, man.
Nah, absolutely.
You know?
And I feel like an event like that, the reason why, no, matter of fact, let me backtrack. An event like that should be Canelo Benavidez. But we can't get Canelo Benavidez because
They don't want to fight.
they don't want to make it happen, right? Or it should be Crawford Benavidez. Or it should be Haney and Tank. Like all the fights that we want should be something that headlines an event.
I love
like
it.
But I also
love
like
everything
that.
you just said right now. Everything that was fire,
but
fire,
because
fire.
like the promoters and all this other stuff and these camps can't get together and make the fights that we want, then fucking Jake Paul do it.
But what
And
I do like
I'm
about
for it.
I do like about it, let's just see how the special goes on Netflix, right? Because then if that's gonna generate a lot of fucking money.
Which should be going to the people who've been dedicating their lives to the
But
sport
now,
from day
after
one.
it happens, they have no excuse to put that shit and do it.
I wonder if it's like an
know.
NBA WNBA situation. Like, granted, I don't know shit about the viewership when it comes to boxing and the Jake Paul boxing, like the YouTube boxing shit. But I wonder if it has to do with like just viewership. Like maybe the YouTube Jake Paul shit generates more views. Cause I mean, these
definitely
niggas are
does,
also
though.
like social media influencers. So like a lot of niggas want to tune in, watch them. Not saying like
Right.
niggas don't tune in to watch boxing, but maybe that's possibly a reason.
I don't think it would generate more than the Benavidez Canelo fight.
Yeah, me neither.
Like if you get the big names in boxing to put on a card for Netflix, I don't care what YouTubers you get, they're not gonna generate more money than the actual professional fighters who've been doing this.
Well,
In my opinion.
if the professional fighters want to fight each other, then it'll be different.
But it's
don't.
not. But it's not just about the fighters. It's also about the promoters and the companies that they're with
Agreed.
that just can't make these fights happen. That's the issue, right? So it goes hand in hand. Like if it was a lot of times, if it was up to the fighters, they'd be the ones that be like, oh, let's just fight. Like fuck the contract. And then there's the promoters and the companies like, all right, well, let us do the talking because you bugging the fuck out right now. This is about the money, and that's why you have people that handle the business for you. But I'm glad Jake Paul is doing it. At the same time, I feel like I would have loved to see Tank Haney in Dallas Cowboy Stadium or with a Netflix deal. I would love to see that. But if they're not going to do it, then Jake Paul go in and collect all that bread and give people opportunities like my brother's nephew a chance to shine. But if we can get the Titans to butt heads, that's what I would love to see for the sport of
Yeah.
boxing.
I just want
Personally.
to see how this Netflix special goes. It's actually on my birthday too, so I'm probably gonna watch that shit and be lit as fuck.
Now I got a question for y'all. Did y'all see the Ryan Garcia situation?
Which
I seen
situation?
that
The
Like
the
what's
latest
going on
one?
with him right now? Yeah, I seen that shit.
Seen it? Have you
You
not?
want
Have
to take this?
I mean, it's hard to really give an
It's
opinion.
controversial.
It's controversial
A
because
whole big old controversy right there.
If he's telling the truth, it's really not a laughing matter, right? If he's telling the truth.
Look at me. You a man, right? What man would lie about him getting raped?
Will lie?
Yeah.
Wait, he said he got raped?
A nigga trying to sell a
Oh
fight.
yeah.
Right. I think a lot of
Now
men
think
would.
about it. What man is gonna be on some, let me swallow my
All
pride
right, wait, hold on. Wait, what else did
and
he
tell
swallow?
the world that I got physically assaulted.
Hey yo.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, this nigga.
I hear what you're saying.
Hold on. Because I ain't see all that. What happened?
So supposedly, like some shit went viral on Instagram. It was like a still shot with like text. It was like, "Oh, R.I.P. Ryan
I saw
Garcia, we
that.
got him." Blah blah blah.
I saw
Spam.
that.
Then it was like a video of him like running through the crib, and then he starts like saying shit like, "Oh,
I
he
saw
got
the-
raped when he was like 2 years,
years old.
old." They said
Exactly.
on something like I don't know if it was recent, but recently as he's older, they took
He
him
was
to
talking super
Bohemia.
cryptic. He was talking super cryptic. He
Yeah.
was trying to explain stuff and not saying everything.
Yeah, they was like they took him to Bohemian Grove and tied him down, and he had to watch people,
Little
great
kids
great
get raped.
kids. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
So he
Nah,
he
that's
was
not
saying
that's
mad
not
shit.
something to play with.
He was like on Twitter
At
Spaces
all.
with Andrew Tate talking about it, all that.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's who he was talking to, Andrew
Yep.
Tate.
Then he was saying, "Oh, y'all can come kill me. I don't care."
Wait a
And
minute. If
and
that's-
Tate is like, "Yo, relax, like, cause they can touch you. Like, don't
Oh.
get this shit twisted." And he's like, "Nah, I don't care. They can fucking do whatever they want, whatever."
That's on. I gotta watch that.
he
Yeah,
was like,
somebody
he
gotta
has
send me that
proof
video.
about like all the shit.
Somebody gotta send
Nigga
me
say
that
he has
video.
a fucking picture of an alien. Like, like bro, once you said that, I was like,
Well,
first
do
of all,
you-
I don't even
see,
believe in
all right,
space.
so
Like,
do you
what
think
are
he
you
Hear
talking
that one.
about?
I gotta see that part.
So
I didn't
because
hear
he
that
said
one.
that, do you feel like he's lying?
I mean, I don't even believe in space. So what fucking picture of an alien are you showing me, buddy? Like,
Right.
You don't believe in space?
no,
I don't even wanna ask that
I don't believe in
question.
space. No, I don't. We've had this conversation.
And you got mad at me because I said I don't believe in dinosaurs?
No, I didn't get mad at you.
Oh, I got you on my side. You're right. Y'all niggas got mad at me because I ain't believe in
But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy hearing all that. I do believe it. I do.
You believe
You
it?
believe him?
I do believe. Oh, I believe that he was sexually assaulted at some time. I believe that he's having a mental breakdown, and because he's seen what he said he saw, he's really bugging out. Wouldn't you? You understand?
But you don't think the timing of this is off? Like now you got a fight coming up, trying to sell tickets, blah blah blah. Like
But you think that sells tickets?
I mean, hey, listen,
it keeps your name trending.
he's
So it
not.
helps.
To me, all right, I could say, looking at the outside, and he's not the type of person that's going to tarnish his reputation that way. He's a pretty boy, King Ryan type, machismo, fly, pretty boy. That's a good boxer. Why wait all this time and just do all that and bring that out? And for what reason? You know what I'm saying? He's having a mental breakdown. Yeah, because that shit happened. I believe so.
But if it did happen, like why? Like, because he could have did the same thing when he was about to fight Tank.
Why now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
From
Like
my
why
understanding,
now?
from my understanding, I don't know why.
Right.
I don't know why, but dude is having a mental breakdown, man. That shit is not a thing that you time and say, I'm coming on this day to have this mental breakdown.
The only thing I can say about the why now situation is I've known people who's been in situations of sexual abuse and a situation brought out the memory and it just changed that they had to speak about it after that. You know what I'm saying? So is it possible that something happened now? Of course, it is possible. But those why we probably never know why now. But it can happen.
I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying if you telling us about something that happened when you was a kid, and
He
then
said
now-
2 years old.
Yeah, he said he got sexually assaulted when he was 2 years old.
which
he
is
remembers
sad.
that.
He said he has proof. He said he has proof on that too.
That's crazy, yeah.
I don't know, nigga. I don't.
Wait, what?
How old is he?
You got to be in his young 20s, 23, 24 probably. He can't be older than 27.
Nigga, so nigga got that shit on like camcorder. Like, how do you have proof? Like, I was like,
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Those
Like,
his
what's
claims,
true?
but now he's saying he can't. He's gonna talk strictly about boxing. So everything that was just said was thrown out the door.
Was it so?
That
And
would
this
be
people-
my biggest problem then. Like after you say that, then you never want to talk about it
You
again.
gotta
It's like,
understand who he's accusing of. Just he went to.
did he accuse anybody?
He didn't say names. He just said
the
they.
elite,
You know what
they,
niggas
you know
mean
what
when
I'm
they
talking
say they
about?
though.
When he talk about the Bohemian Grove, you know what we talking about? He's talking about they, the gatekeepers. You feel me? That's what he's talking about.
See, my take on that just situation, I'm gonna just make it quick. Like, you probably heard it because I put it in the group chat. I'm just like, I'm sick of these niggas just saying shit. Like, I want proof. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
and now if, like you said, he's
Yeah,
throwing
like
that away.
me, giving proof. 100%
There you
being
go.
descriptive.
you
I wrote
go.
a book.
that was it. He caught the hoop.
Yeah, I'm just sick of niggas like, because how many times have we just had people, oh, I'm gonna expose this, or this person's doing this person, but niggas are saying shit, but we just not, there's no proof whatsoever out there. Like, motherfuckers have mysteriously died after accusing niggas, and there's just no proof ever. Like, nigga, like, being a celebrity or being mainstream or being just like in a position of power in society, it's not as small as like being in the NBA where there's only like 200, 300 400 players at a time. There's a good amount of people who's at least been in these circles, and nobody just says anything. Like, that's kind of wild to me.
Well, there is people that say something.
I mean, all right, nobody shows anything.
Right. Especially with all the technology and stuff we have now. But he was even saying stuff about that, like things were getting deleted off his phone.
There are people that show that. I don't even want to go there right now because we got to talk about this case. Yes. Do some real deep rabbit holes. But
We used to have Conspiracy Mondays. That was his thing right there. Yeah. You into conspiracies?
Conspiracy facts.
Okay.
Conspiracy facts, like how they conspired against me. That was a fact. Judges, DA, well, not the judges. The judge, the district attorneys, they conspired.
Well, where we left off was because I was listening. I had to go back to see where we left. We did talk about the DAs, but can you just give us a quick 2-minute overview for the people who wasn't here, real quick?
As far as what
just like a little bit of the story until we get back into it.
Okay.
Just from like little short beginning to end where.
I would love to go to the description of the book because that says everything.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
I'm gonna read the description of the book again.
You want me to grab it?
That's I mean, or you could just leave it there and I'll go to the Kindle.
Okay, yeah.
Right here, real quick.
Just for the people who wasn't here last week, he's gonna describe what's going on in his life, the book, and all of that, and then we're gonna get back into what we was talking about. You was gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say I got the book and I started it a couple of days ago. It's really, really good read.
Oh,
Highly
really?
recommend.
That's right, man. I appreciate you, man.
No, of course.
Thanks again, bro.
It was definitely a good read. Highly, highly recommend. This is actually like a good book to read with your kids because it gives you like a perspective on how things don't go the way you planned just because you want it to, right? And like and with your story, like you can see firsthand how shit happens, right? And like,
wow,
you never know when life is gonna throw you a foul ball, but you always have to be prepared, right? And like to see you fighting this case. And now you're going back and you're spinning the block and making sure your story is told the right way. Like I have to like commend you on. I can't commend you enough.
Thank you
for
bro.
that because our kids need to understand like, yo, this can happen to anybody. Like this system is not set up for us to be successful, right? But we have to understand the system. Some of us have to work in the system, and some of us have to be dedicated to changing the system in order for the system to change.
Right.
And the way you do that is to be the system.
Be the system.
You raise people and children that are lawyers or, it's hard, but some gotta be correctional officers. Some gotta be police officers. Some of them gotta strive to be judges because that's the only way, we can get some real common ground in everything there. It has to be set that, it's by the people.
Yes.
So I got a question for you now. From what you read,
I'm in the beginning. Like, I read like the first 10 pages.
Oh, okay. You just.
Yeah.
Okay, I forget. Okay.
Yeah.
So from the first 10 pages, I don't know what's on the 10 pages. I didn't read it. So like, does it describe what happened?
It describes everything he said from the interview. Like
Yes.
literally, everything.
That fast?
Yeah. Like it's literally like
That's crazy.
It's literally like we sat here and got a live read version of the book.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Wow.
Everything he said was in the book. Simple as that. And I just got that from the first 10 pages.
Did you have any questions after that?
Nah, I'm reading it. I'm like, shit,
Oh,
he said
shit.
that. He said that. Said that too. Okay, I see where we going. I got a gist of where I'm already heading, but I know the book is going to give me more details, of course, than you could have given in that couple hours that you were here. But I mean, everything that he said in the interview was in the book. And I feel like, again, watch the interview and read the book. And again, I think this is a good summer read for kids. This is a great summer read for kids.
We gotta get it in the school though.
You heard that, Ronnie? Yeah. That's my boy. He's a principal.
There you go. There you go.
You heard that, Ronnie?
This is a great, so this quick story. When I was in high school, I went to a school called the Bronx School of Law and Finance. And they would have us read certain books about cases and stuff like that. And I think that book should be a part of that reading list because there's just so much, and we didn't even get all the details yet, but there's just so much that you can learn from this story. You have to read that book.
Amen.
Have to read that book.
Amen. Shout out to you for saying
Let's
that. Bro.
go.
I appreciate
Of course,
you. I
of course.
appreciate y'all. I
Let's
appreciate
go.
this platform again, man.
No doubt.
Real. So this is the description of my book, and basically, in a nutshell, the whole situation. Our legal system has allowed a monumental injustice to remain in place. An evil plot is unveiled by a man still seeking justice 2 decades later. This intentional illegal incarceration was televised internationally. The incident stemmed from the horrific sexual attacks on women on the outskirts of Central Park following the National Puerto Rican Day Parade in the year 2000. This manuscript is the historical facts of that trial. In detail, this public motion will uncover the corruption that continues to plague our society to this day. This fight is still in motion to this day. Abel Ortiz served in total 8 years under the state custody, 4 years and 3 months in prison, and the rest on parole. Immediately upon his release, Abel Ortiz started placing motions in the New York City federal courts, pro se. To this day, Abel seeks to motion for full exoneration. That's the gist of what we was
talking
breaking
about.
down. And
If y'all want to know more, watch part 1 and then watch this. Because
Yes.
part 1 was more in depth, and we're gonna go a little bit more in depth with it, and we're gonna ask our own questions, and we're just gonna have a conversation at this point in time. Unless you have more that you have to say after it. I
go with, where we left off.
We
Whatever
left off.
questions.
The last thing we talked about was we talked about the DA, and you were saying that the DA that tried it was the same DA that was the Central Park 5.
Central Park 5, yes.
And they.
And mind you, shout out to Yusuf, shout out to Raymond Santana, because they've been watching. They didn't. I don't know if they watched the whole clip, but they've been on the story. I've been tagging them. You know, they know about 40
And who are they?
Central now.
Who are they?
Nice, nice.
They was a part of
the
Central
Central
Oh, they
Park
was.
5,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I've been trying to get this, attention last time. Last time I was like, y'all doing more than him. He's a councilman.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But Tom,
that was
listen,
me talking out my mouth.
You
but
can
yes,
you
shout
can
out
come
to
over
y'all,
here and
man.
talk to us too, for real.
You know,
We can have this conversation.
Well, I feel that, tagging them and getting them involved, it'll help me out. And I always, and things don't come out, words don't come out, messages don't come out the way, I will always want them to. And, that's my apologies for that. But regardless, I'm going to still keep harassing both of y'all. You see that. Y'all went through what I went through. Y'all dealt with the same district attorney's office. Same type of situation in Central Park, and same type of crime. Y'all know what I went through. Y'all know what I went through, and I'm going through it a different way, but I shouldn't be looking to y'all. I always look to God, but if I didn't do this, I would have never got the attention of Anthony Carlo or whoever else. So that's what I do. I start tagging people and I start bugging them, and I'm gonna keep bugging y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, as you should, and I feel like that just goes to the power of social media and how you can use it for the right reasons. We talk about all the time how social media is bad and you got to stay off your phone, but if you have a mission and a purpose to be on there, it's one of the most powerful tools in the world.
And Isaac Wright Jr. too. I've been tagging him. I haven't tagged him recently.
Who's that?
He's the person that he's an amazing guy, bro. Let me tell you about this one. Oh, you know about Isaac Wright? All right, 50 Cent made a show on him on I believe.
Oh, this is the
Channel
black.
5. Yes, the black dude that
okay. I know you're talking
got
about.
locked up.
Yeah.
By Manhattan district attorney's
It was for life.
bro.
For life.
Who's this?
That was the name of the show. For life.
For life, correct.
For
Oh,
life.
I remember that one.
Correct,
Yeah,
I remember that
correct,
one. I remember
correct.
that one.
Amazing story, amazing
remember
man.
that?
He became an attorney. You gotta watch it. It's
Yeah, that's a
amazing.
good show.
The story's amazing. So his daughter was promoting on social media. His daughter was, getting noise and buzzes while he was in jail on social media as him being innocent and, being framed and all that. But he came back hard and he did his thing, man. I think he caused the DA to commit suicide or something like that. I forgot. It was something crazy. He went in so hard, man. This guy's amazing. You gotta watch his story. Shout out to Isaac Wright Jr. I'm most definitely tagging you when I edit this. Bang bang. You know what I mean?
Did he run for office? I'm not sure.
No, it's Yusuf that he became a consul.
Okay, Yusuf was the one that
came-
ran for. Okay.
Right now,
You're gonna
Isaac
make me
Wright
go
is
watch
an
that
attorney.
whole show
you
over.
have to. It's amazing.
Yeah, I have to.
recommend it to anybody.
Yeah.
To everybody. That show is crazy. And shout out for 50 for bringing that out.
Nah,
Yeah.
50 is a very great businessman.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knows what he's.
Yeah, he's different for sure.
Yeah, he's different. I think we got to the DA part. We got to. Is there anything else you want to say after that?
I don't remember exactly where we
Me
was
too. 'Cause
at.
we spoke about a whole lot. At that point,
So let's just take it from here because I got a question. So
okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's take it to the questions.
Fuck it, yeah,
let's
Let's
go
take
to
it to
the
the questions.
Let's
We
do
got
that.
the book. We got the story. We have me spitting the fact that they did what they did, and we have the actual crime, I call it, that they did. We have that laid out.
Let's do it.
Right? The DA saying book him, knowing that I had helped this female, and she used the female that I helped as for me to get tricked to copping out to sexual abuse.
I have a
That was
question. too.
the
I have a
evilest.
question. I'm gonna let you
That's
go
the
first.
craziest shit and everything else. There's a thing called the fruit of the poisonous tree. You know, once that the root of that tree is poisonous, everything else from that tree is no
Fucked
good,
up, yeah.
right? So that was the seed. That was the root right there of the whole case. Them having me try to cop out to a sexual abuse charge by manipulating me through showing me 3-second footage of me not remembering exactly what happened. That was the most evilest shit in the world right there. And breaking that down. From then on, you know, there's a lot of shit that they got to keep doing because once you start a lie, you got to keep lying.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
lying and lying. And look what they did. They amended the indictment. They added 7 different females in my indictment because I didn't cop out. You understand? They went bananas. They didn't know how to deal with the situation.
They said if I add 7, he's gonna cop out on one of these. So you won't. Yeah.
Yeah. And they added 14 other ones, plus the other 4. Wound up with 18 charges. But let's get to some of the questions
You got a
that
question?
you have. Any of
I got
yeah.
a question too. I got a
All
question.
right.
So can you just talk about like why it's important for people to understand that this is the same district attorney's office? Because a lot of people don't understand what that means.
Okay. It is important because you know there's a track record of corruption. You know, it's just like seeing somebody's rap sheet. You look at it or a resume. You know, it's not a far-fetched accusation. It's actually something that happens on the regular, as you can see, in high-profile cases. So, you know, it's sad because now it's becoming a cliche, and that's probably why I'm fighting so long, and they don't even care. One of the reasons they're just brushing me aside. It's like he's just another one. I could scream "Me Too" all day. Okay, like I said, it's people getting exonerated every day, and the fact that they got to come after them too, it's like whoa. Something got to give, man. Like I said before, I got God on my side, and look, I got you guys right now hearing the story, bringing it out. You know, that's how it starts. A little spark.
Did that answer
Out the fire.
No, that answers the question. And just a quick follow up. So now that you know that this is the same DA's office, does that change how you're going about handling them?
Well, let's. It's the same DA's office, but remember, this is 24 years ago. It's not the same district attorneys that's there. There'll probably be a few employees that work there.
Okay.
You understand? But not the head.
Not the same.
Yeah.
But
not the,
I go to them because they created a social media, and I go to the top district attorney, which is Alvin Bragg. He created a page, and he's the one that's responsible for signing to exonerate. Their office has been pressing that they are looking over cases, and they are, you know, trying to see who's worthy of exoneration or not. But they have different stipulations. You understand? And I know, and I've seen, and I've watched, and I understand. My case is totally different. So I gotta press them on social media every which way I can. Like I said before, public pressure, because my case has to be looked at in a different way. You understand? It's like the Central Park 5 case. They got conspired against and framed. They knew these kids was innocent, bro. You understand? They knew it, and they manipulated them. That's what they tried to do with me, what they did to them. These kids wound up confessing.
Yeah.
That's what they was trying to do to me. They was trying to make me confess to sexual assault, bro.
Mm.
You know? And if I was scared or slow-minded, I would have confessed, pleaded out,
Took the
been
time.
a sexual predator. Come on, that would have been crazy.
Can't go next to school.
You know, I got stabbed up in jail and I wasn't even a sexual predator. You know, imagine having that rap for real. So I lost my chain of thought. That shit like that just broke.
No, that's all good. We were just talking about like, does that change how you're dealing with them, like knowing their history?
Yeah.
Does that change?
Like I said, there we go. I tag them and I keep on, and I know God is going to talk to them. God is going to talk to them.
We're gonna tag
He's
him on this
supposed to
shit
be in going and talking in churches and quoting scripture and all this other stuff. And I know God is going to talk to this office because he's speaking through us right now, and it's going to happen. And I'm going to keep bugging him. I'm going to keep bugging Yusuf and all that, and all of them. They got to hear this truth. This is truth. These are facts that can't be denied, that hasn't been denied or contested or nothing. You know, this is sad, bro. I got to scream out here constantly, bro. I'm innocent. Exonerate me in front of the world. You got a social media page, bro. You hear me? If I was here with you guys plotting some ill shit, saying some ill shit online about anything, I'm gonna talk cryptic now. There'll be FBI agents in a heartbeat here. If I said some other outlandish shit, there'll be CIA agents in this motherfucker. Or other shit, DEA agents. The minute I say something that is not proper to speak on in social media as a threat or anything like that, they're locking us the fuck up in a heartbeat. Excuse my language, but we're gone in a heartbeat. You seen it. There's people monitoring social media just for this reason alone. Terrorists, you know, drug dealers, sexual predators, everybody gets monitored. But I'm telling the world that I'm innocent. I'm spitting out the facts. I name names. I give proof.
Now it's not monitored.
Just like, you know, what is it? The Statue of Liberty. What, we got her mouth covered, you know, on the book. It's crazy. These are facts. We know that. They hear us. They know that we're here. But none of them got the heart to say, all right, man, this kid's been fighting enough. Let's make this right. Let's make this right. I'm waiting for that. Now, God is gonna make one of y'all talk about it.
I got two things. First of all, if anybody want to come on the show and ask them a question, y'all can definitely come on. The link is right there, streamer.com. Y'all can click that link, come up here. Y'all can ask them a question personally. That's what we're gonna do today. Or if y'all don't want to come up personally, y'all can put it in the chat and we're asking for you. And I have a question for you. Where are the tapes?
In my house. In my house and in the cloud. See, now...
Smart.
Then you have the other ones in One Police Plaza, which I put in a FOIA request for, and they have not gotten back to me. If you know what a FOIA request is, if you don't know what a FOIA request is, I explain it. It's a Freedom of Information Act, all right? And that's something that, if it's in public record, anybody can have it. You understand? So my cousin is an attorney. We had his secretary, I guess, assistant, put in an application for a FOIA request for the tapes that I submitted while I was on trial. Because I have the tapes. Remember I told you I took them from my lawyer? Do you remember that? I got them from my lawyer, right? So now the video that I told you that I found of me helping the girl, I had to bring it into court. And they put it into evidence. You understand? So I have videotapes proving my innocence, but I have more descriptive video in One Police Plaza. I have more videos of me helping other girls in One Police Plaza because I had to introduce it into evidence. Look, that's me helping. That's me helping. So those, the ones, they snatched up the good footage of me helping, the really good footage, and they kept that. And that's what I want. I'm on camera helping 3 females, bro, physically. I was bugging out while I was there. I got caught up with the environment while the girls was bugging. Never when they was stop on. I was never with that. I'm with the girls that's bugging out. But when I seen 3 different females in distress, I helped them while I was there. And it's on camera. And they want to hide that, of course. Because imagine me making a compilation of 1, 2, 3 back-to-back rescues. That looks crazy, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And they have that. So I'm trying to get that back as well. And, any other questions?
So with that, right?
We're going to keep going.
So do you have to go to court in order to clear your name? Like, how does the exoneration process work?
You see, my exoneration, my case is unprecedented. It was a first impression case.
Wow.
So when I went to the appeal and I went to the courts, into the United States Supreme Courts and all that other stuff, everything was looked at as a first impression. So they can interpret it any which way they feel like. You understand? So I fought every single court in the United States system. I went to the lower court, the one that killed me, the one that I'm accusing everybody of doing. I went to the other 3 higher up courts, which is the appellate courts, the Court of Appeals, and such and such. All right, there's 3 other courts. You know, they have the different judicial branches in the United States. So you have to go up the ladder in courts, and you appeal, and if they shoot down your appeal and all those turns, you go and write a writ of certiorari, or your attorney write a writ of certiorari into the United States Supreme Court in the United States, in Washington, D.C., the highest court of the land of the United States. When my case got to them, all right, it was dismissed without even being looked at.
Really?
And they dropped Sonia Sotomayor's name on it. They said she had no consideration or participation in this matter. Ain't that some shit? You know who Sonia Sotomayor is?
Yeah, from
That's
the Bronx.
one of the justices in the 9 justices in the Supreme Court. They said she had no, bearing, no consideration. That was super biased. Out of all the 9 judges, you telling me this one Puerto Rican female judge ain't had no consideration of them not seeing my case? No participation in this? What the fuck? Excuse my language. What the hell was that about? You know, it's crazy. But I fought it all the way up to there. Now, being that I fought it all the way up to there, there's the next stop is heaven. You feel me? There's no other court. You got right. So, in their affirmation of me being found guilty, because they affirmed it all the way through, I have no other outlets. I have no other avenues. But there are legal avenues that I can go to in the lower courts, which are 440s and such. And that is something that you got to pay a lawyer serious dollars to do, and I got to continue to do that. And we're looking at that avenue. But like I said, we're fighting this on social media for the world to see, for everybody to see. The motion is to the world. This motion is a public motion to the courts and the world, proving that I'm innocent. So no matter what law they try to affirm, or, and I love saying this, affirm it and cover their bullshit with these persuasive and eloquent words. You understand? No matter what they try to justify they bullshit with, this is the truth, and what they did was illegal. You understand? And they have to see this in this case law. It's called In the Interest of Justice. You understand? That's why my book is called Motion, In the Interest of Justice, because they have to exonerate me in the interest of justice. No matter what type of eloquent and persuasive words they try to justify they shit with, that law, it was unlawful, and it doesn't apply to what happened and what I did. You understand? Like I said before, I got arrested and locked up for things that happened after I left, and I wasn't found guilty of a crime while I was there. That is impossible to happen. You understand? In order for me to be found guilty of any crime after I leave, I have to be found guilty of a crime while I'm there. I have to be committing some type of criminal act for you to have me responsible for anything that happened after I left. So they have to justify that, and how they gave the jury that charge, the judge. They have to justify these, and they do with these eloquent and persuasive words. And who else is gonna say anything? Nobody, because it's just me listening to their judgment. Nobody's gonna scream at them. They don't care. Let that kid die. Let him fry. Let him get hit by a truck. Let him go upstate and get stabbed. Let him.
Right,
You understand?
Right.
They don't care. This is an unprecedented. I gotta come at them unorthodoxly because this is not something that is already a legitimate way. You know, to be. I had to deal with it illegitimately. So now they gotta deal with it in a legitimate way. I'm not a freaking lawyer. You understand? I'm not. And the lawyers that they've listened to before, they dismissed them. So what can I do? Keep fighting with lawyers that you're gonna keep dismissing? Because at the end of the day, everything stops with them. They're the ones who make the law, uphold it, and you know, everything else with it. I have to fight them with the people, with you guys. You understand? The truth will set me free. Those are facts. And they have to be screamed out there. Because this is their judicial system. They gotta represent and fix that tarnishment that happened with me and every other person that they illegally and wrongfully convict. They have to answer and they have to fix this, man.
So essentially, you have to win over. Correct me if I'm wrong. The court of public opinion.
100%.
So now I have a question based off of that. Have you ever thought about like going to like a law school or something like that and like
I did everything that you could think of right now, bro.
Okay.
I went to so many law schools, my brother.
You went to
I
this thing?
tagged them. I said I went to so many law schools.
Yeah.
First thing I went to was Columbia University, bro. I went to Innocent Project. I went to John Jay. I went to everybody, my man. I went to professors personally. You understand? I've done it all. 24 years of me fighting it. Think of every angle. I've been there. I went to them. I did it.
Innocence Project didn't say anything?
Innocent Projects told me that they only deal with DNA evidence. I told them I have DNA evidence. It's called freaking videotapes. They didn't want to deal with me.
Can I haven't during your trial, during the case that's going on and everything like that, at the time, right? Was you ever nervous that you was gonna be found guilty?
During the jury deliberation. Like I said, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see me. Remember I told you I had a trust in the law from my prior experience with the Bronx. You remember I was telling you I felt like I was gonna beat it. I had the proof. I did beat the original accusation. The biggest charge I beat. The sexual assault, the sexual abuse. You know? So I had confidence, yes. I had confidence in it. I wasn't that nervous. I'm gonna tell you exactly when I thought and I knew I was really nervous that it was a wrap. When my co-defendant got found guilty for a Jane Doe. My co-defendant, nobody ever testified against him. He's not doing what all the other people was doing, but he did smack a couple of butts. Those couple of butts that he smacked, they never came in to testify and said he did that to me. So because he's on video, you understand, being that and these girls actually, some of them were laughing, you understand? And he helped the French tourists get up too. This was crazy, you know? But when he got found guilty for the Jane Doe, when I heard that, that's when I said, oh shit. Like I couldn't see him getting found guilty for somebody who never came in, you know? So that's when I got nervous. But it was a mental manipulation to the jury. The jury don't know. The jury didn't know. When the jury started deliberating the first day, the first moment, they tried to come back out and they said they couldn't do this. The foreperson, she said, I couldn't do this. The judge said, you got to go back and do this. The foreperson said, I cannot do this. Right after he told them to go deliberate, they sent back a letter. Came back, I can't do this. These people were mentally drained. 6 months, I believe, this trial took. Jurors, imagine going to trial, court. They went through a lot. They seen so many testimonies. I'm talking about, it's in the book how many people testified. I break it down in the book how many people testified. Detectives, victims, all type of things. Technicians, videographers, everything. So the judge's charge, super confusing. I'm glad that they, they realized. I mean, of course, it's in video that I helped the girl that actually accused me. You know, I lost my chain of thought again.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What was that? Where we was at?
No, I said, what did you ever like nervous that you were gonna?
Oh
find
yes.
yes. Do you
So,
ever
yeah.
like has any of the women that accused you
Yeah, I love these type of questions. That's cool.
ever reached out to you after the fact and said,
Not
hey,
one. I said it before. Not one, and this is what I begged them to do.
Have you reached out?
I'm praying that one of them, Erica Ruda, like they're older. I'm praying that the one that I helped, the biggest, like pushed people off of her and all that she will come out and speak. Erica Ruda knows that I seen her with the district attorney in the back. All right, I had to use the bathroom. They called the break because they didn't want her to admit that I was helping her. My attorney, and it's in the book. My co-defendant's attorney, Ms. Powell, was more adamant on bringing me out, bringing her to say that I helped her in front of everybody. And it's on camera. I'm clearly helping her. They rewinded it and showed me she didn't want to say. So I caught them talking. The district attorney in the background. She knows I'm telling the truth because this is crazy. The district attorney don't tell them that he helped you. Basically, don't admit that he helped you. You understand? And she knows that. This is the manipulation this district attorney was doing to these girls. This is what's happening, bro. So her, I shouted out a few times because one, I helped the crap out of her. They manipulated her because after I helped her, I laughed. I was like, oh shit, like everything was crazy, bro. I'm young, I'm not understanding, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that. So they used the fact to have her say, you know, yeah, that is him smiling. Instead of saying, like they showed that, have her say it. She was pissed off at that. And she knows that. You understand? But she totally disregarded everything that happened prior to that. I saved her from a mob of men, bro. Literally. It was crazy, the way I was pushing them off her. And I said it, and she admitted it in her grand jury statement. The bare-chested man with the skin fade, whatever, told him, get the fuck off. The only person that helped me was the bare-chested man with tattoos. He told him to get the fuck off of her. She said that. It's in a grand jury statement.
Have you ever
but she didn't want to admit it in court. I haven't. I haven't tried to reach out to them as far as what? Because I look at social media, I can't find her. You understand? I look for Melissa Roosering on social media. I can't find her because she's the one who originally got me in. So I also look at her and wish that, yo, why don't you step up to the plate and say, yeah, I played myself. You know what I'm saying? They played him too. That's another one. I be begging for those two right there.
To kind of go back to the conspiracy, when you saw them talking, the first woman that you mentioned and the DA, when they were talking during that break, what incentive do you think that they could have offered her to make her not want to admit that you were actually the main one helping her?
She had a lawsuit against the New York State Police Department.
You know this for a fact?
100%, they all did.
Wait, why?
It was $250 million because the police didn't do nothing. This happened in broad daylight. They sued the city over $250 million lawsuits. This is why everything went crazy, because the girls were saying that the cops didn't do anything. And there was the facts. Cops didn't do anything. Things happened for 2 hours. Girls was getting sexually assaulted in broad daylight. Girls said they went to cops. The cops didn't do nothing.
So basically, it was in the best. I'm making it make sense for me. So it was in the best interest of the city to blame you,
100%,
as opposed to the NYPD, because damn near the city probably with the NYPD would have been fucking bankrupt.
There's a possibility that they gave them a payout.
No, they definitely gave them a payout.
Who payout?
The women.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I'll question.
Paid big time, bro.
It's cheaper to get them to shut up than it is for the city to lose that case.
They all had lawyers, man. Al Sharpton was one of the spokesmen for two of the girls.
Wow.
Yeah. If you know how Sharkton ain't going where there's no bread, he was on it.
Follow the money.
Yeah.
Follow
He
the
was
money.
on it.
But now,
I don't know, 'cause
so
you might be able to uncover like a.
I've told
Like
you
a very
before,
big-
there's more stories and stories beyond stories on this case. Remember that?
yeah, and I want to know about how did it go from the 2 that you started with to 7? Like, was that
It was never 2, it was just 1.
it was 1?
Melissa Roosing, 1 accusation. That's the only reason why they wanted me. For all the videotapes that the homicide detective seen, they never wanted me as a suspect. They never said he's committing a criminal act. You remember my back? That my back is to you, bro. 'Cause it's kind of awkward.
No, you good. You good.
But they never said that I committed a crime. Nothing until that 1 accusation from that 1 girl. Everything else, like the DA said, they pieced it together. Feel me?
For the people that's in here, if y'all watched last week's episode and y'all watching this week's episode, please put your questions in the chat. He's gonna answer all the questions you have. Okay, continue, my fault. 'Cause
You got any questions over there?
I do, but give me some time to figure out how to word it.
He said,
Gotcha. Got you.
So now when you're in court, right, and you're hearing these women like tell the story inaccurately, like what's going through your mind at that time, like, because it's hard to exercise restraint.
I exactly, and I was one that didn't. I'll shake my head. I'll be like, I'm grilling other dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm crying because I seen, I sincerely, this shit was crazy, bro. These girls getting attacked crazy. The French tourists on the floor, and it was just horrific, bro. And I'm going through that, and I'm one of those dudes that cry. You heard? So I was crying. I was going through it. I was going through all emotions there, bro. And I wear my emotions on my sleeve, so it was really easy to see what I was feeling. Mm-hmm. Word.
I can't say that I 100% understand what you're saying, right? But I've been to court a lot of times, and the other person on the other side has lied a lot of times, and it's like that feeling that you have when you know that is like bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's really really tough because you sit there and you're like, what that.
But I don't know how you supposed to be professionally poised when somebody's lying on you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like, okay, he's lying. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
No,
and
stay still.
I
I mean, you have to have a lot of self-control to
yeah,
do that shit,
and it's
man.
hard. It is really hard. It's really hard. It's really hard. Even I went through a lot of my. I'm gonna just talk about my recent stuff that I had to go through during like the COVID era, where everything was on Zoom, right? So I'm sitting there and I can't like hold back my facial expressions. And my lawyer called me after. He was like, "You guys," I'm like, "But you know that." I was like, I can't do that. I know that. So being at that point in time when you in that courtroom and you see these people lying to you, that you in that whole state cannot just like be comfortable.
100%.
Because this is like,
man.
what are y'all talking about? Like,
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how evil it was. I couldn't believe I was in that. It's funny because when you're younger, you do evil things. You understand? And when
not
you
younger.
do-
I think people do evil things when they want to do evil.
When you're a teenager, you're younger. I did evil shit. Let me speak about myself. You know what I'm saying? So I've done evil shit when I was younger, and I'm like, wow, I'm the good one. They're the bad one now. You understand? Seeing the evil, but it was crazy. It was confusing at the same time. Everything was so brand new. I was way above over my head as to this life experience. I'm in a big, high profile trial, cameras over here. I got 4 district attorneys.
What year was the trial?
2000.
In 2000, okay.
No, bullshit. 2001. The year that the airplane crashed into the train center.
I want to know,
Damn, I was
because you said
11, 12.
you've been through a lot and you've experienced a lot when you were a kid. So at
Wait,
any
bullshit. It was 2000, not 2001. 2000.
at any point, did you ever feel like this may be karma for some of the things that you went through?
Ooh, I like
I was
that
low-key
question.
just thinking that.
I like that
But that
question.
also sounded
I
fucked up to
like
ask.
that.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
real.
It's a tough question.
After he said
You
it.
think,
I like that question.
You would think, right? I would feel that way, right? But I feel like I paid for a lot of my shit.
Okay.
But you see, that mentality is the mentality I feel the district attorneys had and the judge. Because they spit that out in my sentences. Like I said before, you never cooperated with the cops, you were shooting victims, you got away with a lot of pleas, you've been arrested. So they
Karma came to back
They-
to bite you in the
they
ass.
felt that way too. I don't feel that was that. I feel that I got slayed, bro. An innocent man. I never was a sexual predator. So if I was a sexual predator and this happened, I
Okay.
would feel that was some type of poetic justice.
But
that's-
that was a great question.
That's not and never was me. You understand? And the things that I did get arrested for, I copped out. You understand? There's certain things I got away with. Yeah, I did my time. But remember, you know, in my spiritual sense, when I've deeply repented for everything that I've did and I turned my life over to God, everything that happened in my past was washed away. Yes, you know, things, you still got to suffer consequences. You know, but as far as that, I feel like I had a clean slate. I did my little time for those youth offending charges. I did my probation. I served my debt to society as far as what I did when I was younger. You know, but I've never was a sexual predator. So for them to do me dirty on this like that, that was not for me. And I not. So as far as karma, I don't believe in karma. I believe when you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't never sow that. You know, I was lusting that day. I was looking at tig old biddies. You know what I'm saying? I was bugging out. But you know, no, not for 5 years in jail and tarnishing my whole life and me getting stabbed up north and everything else that came with that. No, that was not justified.
Real quick, JT, what you think about karma?
I don't believe in it.
Thank you. We had a big thing about this like before. Like I say fuck karma. Karma ain't real.
I can't prove that it's not real, so I can't say that. But I just feel like if karma was real, then there'll just be a whole there's too many evil people in the world for karma to just be
Karma
real.
is basically a Buddhist word, a Hindu
Right.
word. It's a Buddhist word. So depending on your spirituality is how you will believe or perceive the word karma.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
Like there's actually like real sexual predators out there who are just living a normal life, and karma
How about the billionaire predators that get away with it?
Oh, you trying to get the FBI?
You trying to
around
go?
here.
You trying
This is what Ryan Garcia. This is what Ryan Garcia was talking about.
This is
Right,
conspiracy shit. This is where you about to go down.
But these are facts. These are not conspiracy theories.
No, those are fact.
These are facts. All right, you have people that are poor that are committing these crimes right now, and they're getting arrested right now for them. This is an everyday thing. Pedophilia is happening all the time. Sexual predators, from babies to 14-year-olds, and all through all that. You understand? So these people getting arrested right now, and these people don't have the mentality to get away with their devious crime, or they don't have the money to get away with the devious crime, unlike Epstein did. You understand? So you got millionaires, billionaires doing these deeds. And they hiding it good because they got the money. And those are facts.
Not only Epstein though, but
I'm putting that
category
realm.
in that category.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because Steve, what was this nigga's name? Who liked the midgets? Trying to
Steven.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
You seen what Stephen Hawkins wanted, right?
I heard he was up in there with the Epstein situation.
Yeah, he
but,
wanted
you know,
he wanted midgets to solve math equations on the blackboard too high for them to reach.
While being butt naked.
But I mean, naked.
Wow, Stephen Hawkins.
My fault.
That brain
That's
went
crazy.
there.
My fault. Yeah.
That's crazy.
If that's what you're saying, it's true. That brain
I don't
is
know,
crazy.
but we don't know what was true or not.
That's a joke, all right? All right. That's not a joke.
All right, so wait, I have this is a multiple part question, I would say. So
Multiple choice too?
nah, it's not multiple choice. It's just multiple parts. I'm still hashing out the second part. But for the first part, so after last week's episode, I had a lot of people specifically ask me, but I felt like they asked me because they were going based off of how they felt. Do you believe him? I want to know, like, how often do you get that
You see,
from
the thing,
people?
what I love the most is that I don't care if people believe my story. I do care. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to believe me. You're supposed to believe the facts.
Right.
You understand? I could say whatever. I could say the moon is green.
Made of cheese.
You understand? I could say whatever. It's what I can prove. You know, they always say it's not what you know, it's what you could prove. I prove everything that I say beyond a reasonable doubt. So whoever wants to ask you, or I mean, for those people, you don't have to believe me. Just believe the facts. Listen to the accusations. Look at the trial transcripts. Look at the
Can they
evidence.
Google
Look
any
at the
of this?
videos. Of course.
I
You can
So
Google. You can
tell them to
videotape.
Google
You
that
can go
shit.
watch the Emmy Award-winning story. So I mean, that's another thing. You don't have to believe me. Go look at the news media. I mean, look at the news segment that they did on me. Look at the
Read the
accusations.
articles.
Listen
Read-
to the accusations. Go to my book. I'm not a sexual offender. You could Google that. You understand? I got locked up for this crime of sexual assault, but I'm not a sexual. You know, you can Google and figure these things out on your own.
The only thing I would, what if somebody said to you, okay, you said, go read my book. This is what happened, but they feel like your book is biased.
I wanted to ask, like,
Well, I said it before. I go into a play, trial transcripts.
Mike, bro.
I'm sorry. I said it before. I go into a play in that book. I bring out the trial transcripts verbatim. So there's nothing that I can say or do that'll favor or go against me when you're reading the words of the witnesses, the judges, the DA, everybody's mouth. You hear
Word
the
for
play.
word.
You hear what they did. I have police DD5s. I have the transcripts. I have the statements. I have everybody's statement. I have all that. And again, if you know, if I was lying, oh, I love this one. If I was lying, don't you think one of those girls would have said something? A district attorney, a lawyer, after 24 years. Remember,
Somebody would've came out.
look at the book. I got an Emmy in my hand. Wouldn't one person contest me?
Nah, no
Think
funny
about
shit
it.
though.
Think about it.
That's hard to say because
Yeah.
when we know that they were paid off, there
Mm-hmm.
could potentially be some NDAs that were signed for in exchange
As
for
far
those
as
payouts.
them saying that they can't talk about my case,
Yeah.
if I'm making videos and documentaries with their face on it, right?
Yeah, but you didn't sign
telling
an
me,
NDA,
and I'm
though.
telling but I'm actually coming at them with the evidence, accusing them. They're not. It's like they can't talk about it, but they can defend themselves, right? If I'm telling you
Okay.
that girl is lying, of course she is lying because I got found not guilty. The other girls, all right, there's no NDA that's gonna stop them from addressing my accusations towards them or the district attorneys. All right, so let's forget about the girls. Let's say they got NDAs. What about the district attorneys? All four of them.
Okay.
And the judge that the reporter went to and reached out to them individually. Remember, such a big case.
Nah, this.
Let me just ask this one question. You three are district attorneys. You just locked me up for a big profile, internationally televised. You got 20 to 15 to 20 cameras outside. You guys just got me guilty. What's the first thing y'all gonna do?
oh, I'm going outside smiling and waving type shit.
You're gonna go speak and you're gonna bring your name out in front of the world.
Because I'm
Like,
gonna
we
get a
got this, nigga.
We
That's the
defended New
first
York
thing.
City.
Exactly.
Like, type shit.
real
Exactly.
shit. I really don't give
You
a fuck
won a
about
championship. That's a battle you won in front of the world, in front of
Yep.
everybody in the cameras.
you.
Now one of them stepped to the mic.
Oh,
That's interesting.
Now one of them, You can't see their faces. I Google their faces, their pictures. I can't find them. No videotape, nowhere.
Wow.
And I accused them by name. Lemmy Kang, Rosenthal. I mean, I can go. I gotta get in my book, but they're in my book. I got them by name. I'm accusing these people, these officers of the courts. You know, wouldn't you think
So they never
after such a
spoke out
high-profile
after that at
comment, I'm
all?
out here, you would defend yourself?
They never spoke about it out after at all.
Never.
To this day, never said anything.
Never. One thing
That's-
they said
that's-
in a newspaper article, we pieced this together and we got a conviction.
Okay.
So I have a my fault. I have a question.
Go ahead,
though.
I'll let you go.
Because you said this whole thing, obviously you did your fight with the courts that obviously led you on the path that you are now trying to win over in the court of public opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And we live in an age where a lot of things is just digested through obviously social media, short form, kind of content, things like that. Have you ever thought about digitizing the tapes to where?
They are digital. They are in the digital. And I had people.
Like digital to where like we could just look it up and see it? Because like I was trying to like, for
100%.
example, like YouTube it, I couldn't find it.
Okay. One, it's on my IG. It's on my IG. All right. I have people working on that as well. Damn, I was gonna say something. I lost my train of thought through that question. Oof, it was important. Let me go back to that question. Yeah, we did digitize it. We are gonna bring it out that way somehow, some way. I do have a team of people working on that. Damn, I hate losing.
My fault.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But shoot with another question because I'll remember somehow.
I'm not gonna lie. I think you need to use TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because like you get it on YouTube,
Oh,
you get it on
no.
TikTok.
I know what I was gonna say. I love it. I love reminding
Like those
myself.
pages.
Check this out. Listen to the ironic thing in this world. And these are facts. All right? It's like a rapper, right? You know there's 1,000 rappers out there. 1,000 billion rappers. And they're all nice.
Yeah.
No, they are. Let's say 1,000 let's say 1,000 out of a billion.
Okay.
There's 1,000 nice rappers. You understand? That you can just put them out there and market them because what? You had somebody co-sign them. Jay-Z co-signs you, you lit. Fat Joe co-signs you, you lit.
Yeah, speaking of which, I fuck with the Terror Squad.
Thank you.
Terror Squad.
Thank you.
Some shit's fire.
You get co-signed by one of these people, automatically, you're lit. This is why I tag Yusuf. This is why I tag Raymond Santana. You understand?
You know the funny shit that you said that? What did I say before he came back in here? Only is that one
Yeah.
view.
That's it. And it's sad.
Didn't I say that?
All you
I don't
need is
know,
that, and this is the objective. You get that one important. That's why I gotta say, God is always that one important person. Because I always seeking to tag somebody, and I keep taking my mind off of the only person that really got all the power here is God. You understand? So I focus on that, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, who you gonna make that co-signer? Do I tag this person? Do I tag that person? So they can acknowledge and say, you know what? I'm a co-sign that kid, and we gonna get him exonerated. You know, and that's all I really need is that one freaking co-signer, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And once that one co-signer comes, it broadens people to open up their eyes more and say, okay, cool. Now the question that you had that your peoples had, do you believe him? I like putting this one phrase out there, right? And it's this, right? If you can convince a fool, you'll only have a fool as a friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm convincing people with facts. You feel me? I'm bringing the facts. I'm telling my story and bringing the facts.
I'm gonna say from my perspective and my point of view. I've had people call me. I got and said, "Yo, that was an amazing interview. I want more." And I told you that earlier today. I was like, but I also had people
Shout
tell
out
me,
to them.
Yeah, I also had people like, I don't believe them. And I was like,
come test me.
Come
test me.
And I said, but that's
I offered $10,000 rewards. Come
No,
test me.
but I said that- I said that's
come
the-
debate me.
But I said that's the point of what we're doing, right? Because we're
Yes.
going to show you where. Because if you do, if you don't, the story's out there.
What part do they don't
Regardless.
believe? That's the thing. Now, what part they don't believe?
Wait, I'm not gonna say what anybody said, but I'm gonna say one or two people were women who was like, oh, I don't know if that's true because of whatever they may feel. I don't know that, right? But I said, read the book. You look it up.
Everybody's gonna have an opinion.
Exactly.
But your opinion don't supersede the facts.
Right.
Remember that. And if you don't know the facts, then your opinion really don't mean shit.
Agreed.
All right.
Agreed. So I'm like, okay, do what you gotta do. I mean, you can call me, but you're gonna listen to the rest of it, are you not?
I would love to debate. That's the thing. That's what I beg for. This is what I'm out here for, for debates. It's not just, all right, a mind to say, oh, I doubt him, I don't believe him, let me show him that he's lying.
I just think
let me ask him the question. Let me get him out there.
Mm-hmm. I just think that from a viewer's perspective, or from somebody who doesn't get a chance to know you or whatever like that, the story seems very insane, right? And it's like, okay, but he didn't do that because it was in the 2000s, whatever like that. Okay, why not? Like, why you assume that he's just gonna go out there and do everything that y'all just want to say that happened at the time? That's not fair, because there are people like you, there are people like us, there are people like everything like that just want to just be okay with it, right?
And there's people that want to see me
And
guilty. They
there's people
want
that
to feel that I'm guilty. That's what. That was in the mindset of some of the jurors.
You're just basically putting judgment on something that you're not even listening to the whole thing for, and I don't think that's okay, because I can sit down here and, in my opinion, after we have a conversation, if it's a yes or no, if I believe you, if I don't, that's my opinion because we had a conversation about it. You showed me the facts. I could say yes or no, right? It doesn't matter. He can say yes or no. He can say yes or no. Doesn't matter. But like, y'all just listening to it and you just going, I don't believe him.
Yeah.
Why?
And there's people that still don't believe the Central Park 5.
Agreed.
With all this,
exactly.
There's people that still don't believe
and that's what
and you're going to have those.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's cool, because I want the broader minds. I want the intellects. You understand? That's who I'm reaching. I don't care about the people that have and I don't mean to disrespect, but you don't have the mindset to see reality for what it is. You already having you're just prejudiced and going off your prejudice.
But
you
real
understand?
shit, though,
I don't want that.
the
I
people
want
who
somebody
don't believe
who's
you-
open-minded, who's willing to look at both sides of the situation and say, you know what? Now I can make an assessment and a judgment on that.
But the thing
Yeah,
is, real quick.
that's why I want the tapes, man.
Yeah.
Release the tapes.
But real shit though, the people that don't believe you and the people that want to see you guilty is gonna be the people that support you the most on the views, because they're gonna keep on watching it. Everything you're gonna do, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's guilty. I gotta watch this, see what he say now. The people that don't believe you are gonna support you the most.
I want to see that. You saying that the people that don't believe me is going to support me the most?
Yep, because they want to see what you're saying. They want to see, oh, he's lying. They're gonna watch your shit all the
So you're
fucking
basically
time.
saying the haters is the ones that's
Of
going to be on
course.
there. Okay,
All the haters always want to see.
I got you.
All
They
your
don't like
haters
it
are
when
your
they
biggest
watch it.
supporters. All your haters are always
going
gonna be your biggest supporters. Like,
Well, I wish there was a hater brave enough to you
They
know,
won't.
an intellectual. Listen, I ran a radio station. I'm gonna bring this again for. I love those doubters. I love them. No, I'm not pointing at you. I just said I want to see what
I love those.
Damn, what we talking about right now? What I was bringing
radio station.
All right, the radio station.
Yo,
Cool.
you be missing it. You
So I listen, but I get back at it, right? I get back at it. That way, it's like, it's wheels turns and it rewinds and it turns again. But I get there. So I'm at the radio station and I had a show. It was called the Peel DVD. All right, I had the DVD, which is, you say you want to watch the tapes. It's on YouTube. There's a 2009 documentary I did. Super Apollo Amateur Night shit I did. It was
Will you get the
horrible.
link to drop it?
It was YouTube. It's called the Appeal DVD.
Appeal DVD?
The Appeal DVD together. All right, and this is one of the first ones. I also have the other new ones, which is on my IG, that you can see it all as well. And then you have, yes, there you go. Okay? This is how long I've been fighting it, as you can see.
You got it too?
13 years ago. I'm a
13 years ago. You heard that? 13
Put it in the chat. Put it in the
years
chat.
ago.
So we go watch that.
So now that I feel like I was super shadow banned too. Like this thing right here didn't get a lot of views on YouTube. Why not? You know what I'm saying? You getting? I feel like it's just some real evil shit working against me on this internet stuff. So I'm on the radio station, and I had a show called The Appeal DVD, and it was based on that documentary, right? Me, not the documentary only, but me fighting my case. So I would invite people to call in and come back. One person did. He sounded educated. He sounded white. We probably stood on the show for like an hour, dogs. Him talking to me, I'm talking to him, me explaining the law to him trying to break down the law to me. We're going back. This one dude. Do you know at the end of the conversation on the show, he says, "Hey, boy, I gotta say, you are not guilty." Though probably the only one little debate that I had on the radio show. It was so fire, bro. You know, and I like I said, I was on Fox News with those analysts and everybody else. They couldn't combat what I was saying. Nobody in this world. You know, like I said, this is a high-profile case, bro. And then for the Puerto Rican Day parade and everything, people want to sweep this under the rug because it was a disgusting, horrific event. But yeah, I'm constantly, every year, bringing stuff out, accusing and making these accusations, and nobody could contest or disprove because everything that I'm saying is facts. I could tell you the story a million times, like I told you before. It's gonna be the same thing, like just like you said. He said it in the book. He did it, and everything is backed up by camera. Everything is backed up by the police reports. Everything is backed up by the trial transcripts. So no matter what I say, doesn't mean nothing. Everything is provable.
Do you give a fuck when somebody says that at this point in time? Like, I don't believe you.
I do care, man. You know, because that's my goal, is to tell everybody and show them that I'm innocent. You know what I'm saying? But I want that because I want you to prove me. Tell me how.
Well, you want them to say they
Tell
don't
me
give a
how.
fuck?
Show me how. What?
You want them to say, like, I don't give a fuck?
Not that I don't give a fuck. No.
Oh, I don't believe you?
That
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I want to hear that because the more people that I can convince, right, will be the intellectuals that I want, as more people that I reach to say, yo, he's innocent, for real. You understand? Now, okay, I said it earlier, if you convince a fool, you only have a fool as a friend. I didn't have to convince Anthony Carlo. That man did his homework.
Anthony Carlo is the
news
reporter,
anchor,
right?
Reporter. You know he's on Channel 7 now. That was a local news report he did and won an Emmy. After that, he's went to Eyewitness
First of all-
News. Now he's
first of
on
all,
Channel 7.
I'm gonna be honest with
Big
you.
time.
Can I be honest with you? I don't like the fact that they got the Emmy.
I know. Just shout out to
Listen,
you.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
Shout-
Every time
listen.
you say that, it bothers the
It's all
shit out
good.
of
It's
me.
all
I
good.
swear
I
to God.
appreciate that, though.
No,
because
no.
I
You
hear
deserve the Emmy.
I hear you. Shout out to you. And so
So
he
now,
does too.
fuck all them out there that got the Emmy for you. I'm sorry, he might like it, but I don't.
I love you.
Because he does.
I love
He
you.
does. Give him his fucking Emmy. Because he deserved the
That's
Emmy. He
crazy.
went through the story. Y'all niggas ain't do nothing but write it.
But
and
listen,
but
listen,
fuck that.
if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to
Agreed.
break down.
I agree with
break
you.
down what I'm breaking
I
down.
agree with you, but you
He
deserve
did-
an Emmy too.
he
That's
did
not fair.
He did what the naysayers didn't do. He
The naysayers.
went. Yeah, the guys that don't believe me. Look, if you're a news report, I'm sorry. If you're
Do
a
not
news
fall,
reporter,
nigga.
you got two things. You got two things for your story, right? Prove his innocence or prove his guilt. Either way, it's gonna be a good story. He went out and proved my innocence.
No, shout out to him.
He didn't
Give him-
prove my guilt.
Shout out to him, but give him his fucking Emmy.
You understand what I'm saying? He basically proved my innocence for me, man. He did the homework. You know what? Look, he got a freaking Emmy award, and
I'm
then
not
he's
disagreeing
elevated
with that.
to
I'm not
Eyewitness News.
disagreeing with that. I'm just saying, give him his fucking Emmy.
I heard you.
That's it. Nah, you should be Emmy. You should have your Emmy on your fucking mantle. Fuck that. They should have gave him an extra one.
But
Okay.
he did a lot of homework. And he did that.
He did a lot of homework. You
And
went
maybe
through
if
the
those
process.
and maybe if those naysayers do some homework, they'll get an Emmy too.
All right, so
I got a question.
it's 11:43. We got a couple of more minutes. We're gonna do 20 more minutes.
No,
before
that's
cut.
cool. I gotta go too. I gotta go.
Yeah, so-
I gotta chase some
yeah.
chicken.
So, you know, you've been dealing with this case now for almost like 25 years.
24 exactly.
24 exactly, right? So now this has now been a part of your life now for the last 24 years. So who is Abel Ortiz outside of this case? Who is Abel Ortiz, the human
what
being?
a great question. That was an amazing question, bro. I am, and I don't mean to toot my own horn. I believe I'm an amazing person, bro. I got an amazing heart. I love people. I love the world. I got a heart for humanity. You know, I have my flaws. I have my demons. And, you know, I suppress them. I pray to suppress them all the time. I pray to God on a daily basis. I used to work in my church for a while until my son-in-law got killed, and I didn't want to, you know, I can build on that too. But I used, you know, I'm a God-fearing man. I love God, and I believe that Christ is the Son of God and is God in this miraculous, mysterious way He did. That's what I believe. So that's who I am. I believe in that spirituality in that sense. I don't believe in religion, and I believe that, you know, I see this world more differently than a lot of other people because of that. And even though I'm set in my older ways, I conform and I try to live better for God. And I'm a family man. I'm literally always with my family and everything. I go broke for my family on a regular basis. I hustle which way I can, and I try to stay on a level where I won't be too noticed. You know what I'm saying? That I could always be available as well, as far as to fight this case, because I have to have my availability to move here and there, fight this case, make my money, and serve my family. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing to juggle when you're doing all this, and I've been doing it for years. But I'm a great friend. I try to be the best husband that I could be. You know, my wife is ill. My wife, she could put her phone to her face, my phone to her face, and open up my phone with her face. I don't know anybody in the world that could do that. I'm not saying I'm a perfect man, but, you know, this is the type of relationship I got. You know, I'm pretty sure I've been hiding a lot of times and like, oh my God, but still, that's deep. For having my wife's face open up my joint, you know, it helps me hold myself accountable, even though I know I'm a piece of shit sometimes. And, you know, like I said, I'm a family man. I try to be a good friend, and I try to dip and dive away from this world because I know myself, and there's not a lot of nasty people outside, and there's a lot of people with a lot of mental illnesses. So I know that I gotta stay away from them because I'm quick to pop off still, and I pray to God, because if it was me, I would be twisted out here. I'll probably be in jail again. So I know God got my back. I know that, and I live with Him, and I try to, like I said, love through Him, and that's it. That's who I am right now, bro.
Okay.
And
That's good.
yeah,
Appreciate you
I
sharing that.
try to grind under the radar.
Mhm.
So, you know, I don't have to play myself, and I can fight this case.
I got one more
I like
follow-up
that.
question.
I like that.
For what advice would you give to other people who are going through trying to get their name exonerated? Like, what advice would you give them to continue to find happiness within this? Because I can imagine this brings like a lot of stress.
I'm gonna
and
piggyback
anxiety.
off what I just said. I love your questions. God, seek God. You know, I can't make anybody believe what I believe. But you asked what I would give advice. My first advice is to seek God. Let Him reveal Himself to you. Don't have a judgment on Him like you have on my case. You don't have no knowledge of Him because you don't know nothing about Him. You're already given descriptions and opinions on Him. You understand? But nobody takes the time out to really get to know Him, His word, His historical and archaeological, scientific facts that He left on this earth. It's a lot of things people dismiss, just like they dismiss me real quick. They dismiss Him faster, you know, and they don't seek the knowledge and they don't ask. So I tell people, just ask Him. Forget about your religion, my religion, His religion. Just keep seeking Him. Ask Him to reveal Himself, and He will. You know, you do your studies, you find things out. You know, I'm gonna say something that's real controversial, and you know, one of my best friends, family members, converted to Islam. You know, and I got a lot of friends that's Islamic, and you know, in the Muslim religion.
Oh shit!
All right?
Ramadan starts this week too.
So, you know, my thing is, you know, I can't just not. I started seeking, you know, it's not just, oh, I'm going to listen to the Bible and listen to Jesus Christ and this and that. I started seeking and looking how, you know, Buddhism, Hinduism, you know, I've read the Quran and all this other stuff, and I've spoken to imams and everything. You know, when you in jail, you have time for all that. And one of the biggest thing that I have in the Muslim religion is that they believe Jesus Christ is a prophet. You understand? This is what the Muslims believe. They believe Jesus was a prophet, and that's it. But Jesus Christ died because he said he was God. They killed Christ because he proclaimed to be God. You understand? This is why they crucified him. It was blasphemy. The Pharisees and the Sadducees couldn't have him. They crucified him. So at the same time, you admitting that he's a prophet, but at the same time, you're also saying he's a liar. Because he died because he said he's the Son of God. So you can't have it both ways. You can't say he's a prophet and a liar. You can't say he's a prophet of God at the same time a liar. You understand? So I bring that out to say, you know, people need to seek. Now, you know, people have their own religion. They get offended of what I'm just saying right now. Mm-hmm. But those are facts. You can't have him a prophet of God and a liar. He said he died because he's God. So, you know, I break that down. I hope people have a different, you know, perspective and seek themselves. Mm-hmm. A lot of people also go through the religion because their parents raised them that way. Mm-hmm. You're stuck because you knew that because your mother told you this and this and that, and you don't seek no other thing. You're not looking through these other, you know. And then you got these scholars that's up there that can debate, you know, the Muslims and the Christian scholars and everything else. But for me, for the evidence that I seen, and especially the life and experience, I told you guys I got shot by 4 different people 4 different times. I don't know nobody else who can say that. You understand what I'm saying? There's things that he's done in my life that as spiritual encounters. It was like this thing in Puerto Rico. It was like a movie for me. Everything was set up perfectly, and I'm talking about perfectly. This and this minor little I shouldn't even compare the joy there to a miracle because. You know, there's other miracles that he's done that's even way more miraculous, but those are little examples. You know, he shows me and he reveals himself. And it's God that only does certain things. And I know. I don't want to keep rambling about this.
Nah, that was good.
But I ask anybody, to your peoples or to, you know, peoples that's struggling out there, yes, seek God. Seek his knowledge. You understand? And it'll give you a peace. Like you said, did you find peace through all that? God will give you a peace, you know, through that. You know, you look at Job and you compare yourself, you know, to people in the back in the days, and you're like, oh my God, I'm really not going through anything. You know?
I have a question. Oh, go ahead.
You believe in God and you Christian, but you looked at me crazy when I said I don't believe in space.
I didn't look at you crazy. I looked at you and said, am I really going to debate this with this guy right now? Are we gonna go there? So I stood away from that. Listen, that's a 1,000-year conversation right there.
Bro.
The firmament, yes, it's in the Bible. All right, cool. I understand that. There's a lot of things that's unexplainable. There's a lot of things in the Bible that's literal. And there's a lot of things that's, you know, like allegories and stuff like that. I can't explain anything, but I can explain certain things, and I can explain what happened in my life. And that's the advice I can give. I can't say, you know, that you're wrong, I'm right, and this and that. I did make a point. You can't have a prophet of God and a liar at the same time. It's just not right. But
I have a question.
Shout out to all my Muslim brothers. I love y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. All the Akis.
Facts. They make good sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. This nigga. That's crazy.
They got great hearts. They got great hearts. Look, you see this? You see this? All this? I got sliced up 4 times here, 4 times here for a Muslim brother, for Arabic.
Oh, no funny shit. I thought you were talking about your haircut.
No. I was talking about the slices. You know, I love my Muslims, but I die for one of them. I literally gave my life for one of them. You know?
Respect that. You made me forget my whole question.
You see the rock?
Yeah, you made me forget my whole question. Oh, I got it. Assuming, right, that we get exonerated, right? Are you in the future ever looking to help other people out that is in the same predicament as you?
100%. I've spoken to this a couple of times. I have a mindset and a plan and not to wait for people to fight exonerations, to go seek in the jails for people that's innocent. Have a program of people that are out there, like the Innocent Project and everything else, but don't wait till they fighting. Go in every jail, like you have drug program and drug counselors, ASAC counselors. You got all these type of programs for people to come in there. You teach colleges. Have a group of people that you hire, you understand, to go seek and interview people claiming that they're innocent. You look for people claiming that they're innocent.
A lot
You
of people
understand?
claim that, though.
100%. That's why I say you look for that, and you have some people going and digging themselves instead of having them that don't have the mind or the capability or the money to try to fight their case. Why you gotta wait, right? Because you know the system is already flawed. You know it's happening. People are getting exonerated every day. So why wait till they do their time to investigate and go through everything? Go look for these people that's in there. There's people that go to jail every day. They got people that pray for people, that do drug counseling. You set up a fund. You get people to fund that, which would be the government, all right, to get people, to find people, to see who really belongs in prison. These are accusations, all right? You have people accusations. Now, you have people falsely accusing that they're innocent, then they'll have some type of penalty. You try to play yourself, waste our time, you put your ass in the box. You want to play yourself and waste our time for somebody else is innocent? You understand? You weed out. There will be certain criteria in how you do it, but those were the plans that I would have. Mm-hmm. The other thing, too, I'm going back to Puerto Rico, my brother. I'm leaving. I'm going to go over there, too. I'll have that program set here, and I want to set up a senior citizens home up in the mountain in PR. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to do. Take care of the older people and ushering them into heaven right before they go. I want to. And I was talking to my wife. It should be called "The Last Will Be First."
Mm. Oh, okay.
I like that.
So I do have plans for and that's the heart that God gave me to do. Mm-hmm. I want to make other money because I do want to make some billions and millions like everybody else.
There you go.
No funny shit though. You actually really do have a really good heart.
Thank you.
From the first day I met you, I don't know how anybody else felt from the first day they met you. I'm talking about first day I met you when we had a conversation. You dad took me to the side and we had a great conversation, and it was like, yo, this is me. This is you showed me who you was from jump. And
that's great because
I did the same. Though.
I hear you. We get to know each other. Besides, not in front of a camera, we knew each other, and this is who we are.
Right.
And I pride myself with that because I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be, and I like that I could wear my hoodie and my glasses on your show. I can't do that everywhere else.
Right.
I'm comfortable here.
Right.
So it's time we switch. We got to switch, but we most definitely been ourselves and. Real genuine, and I love that about you. B.
Yeah, we
all of you guys, you real, whatever about it. I love it.
But here on what we do, I think that we are more of like make everybody feel like family. Like whatever you want to say, you can say it here. Whatever you want to do, you can do it here. We don't judge. Your opinion is your opinion. Our opinion is our opinion. His opinion. Everybody got different opinions here, and we're going to also make sure that you understand that you're a kid. So, like, we always said this to everybody that came in here, like, this is your platform, too.
Thank you.
So if you ever need anything from anybody else from here.
You're saying that, I pray to God and I hope to God, and I'm saying that while you're saying that, I pray that when I do get exonerated and I do have that chicken, I want to come back to this. And I want us to really celebrate and bring it down, and I want to help elevate this situation.
Let's do it.
You understand? Because you're helping me. And I pray to God that one day happens soon, and, you guys could get to where your goals is. And, I don't know about the space firmament thing, but we can help you out with
that. Usually we have rappers here, and we tell them that this studio is their studio. We could record, but with you is a little different because you're not rapping. I don't know. You rap?
No.
Oh, all right, cool. But
I love to sing. I wish I could rap. Oh yeah, I love to sing. I've got a few songs. I even made a song about my case. It's called "Frozen in Time."
Nah,
dope.
no way. We gonna have to.
You know?
We gotta play this shit before we go.
Is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube?
I would love for you to play it. It's somewhere.
Nah, we play that shit, right?
Listen,
It's on YouTube?
No, it's somewhere in.
Damn.
Listen, it's somewhere in my IG, and it's gonna take a long time for me to find it because I post so much stuff on my IG, and the service is bad. But it's called yeah. So it's called Frozen Time. And it's a remix of the Lollipop beat.
Like you a singer, singer?
Yeah, singer, yeah.
Nah, nigga.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Remember, I had the studio, so I used to dibble and dabble in there. You know, we say like I was in, I can't sing like Mark Anthony, Tony Sunshine, but I can hit my notes. I can most definitely do that, and I got a little something. But yeah, I'm not no freaking let's sign them artist, no way. But
Not yet.
I did make a song.
Nah, yeah, you don't ever know.
And
Look at El DeBarge, he's mad old.
Oh, the bars is the man.
That's the man.
You
He
say
old.
you wanna be the one for me. That's the joint right there.
There you go.
That's my
There you
man.
go.
I was just saying, he's
There
old.
you go.
Crazy. That
There you
joint
go.
is fire. But I wish I could send it that. And I do gotta run.
Okay.
Like I said, I appreciate y'all.
We all outta here right
did
now.
right now. Pray sincerely in Jesus' name. So, I prayed in Jesus' name that my nephew get the knockout, and he did.
There you
Right? Pray for us
He
to
most
make $1 million.
definitely
So please.
Well, I'm not gonna pray for that, but I will pray for prosperity and because you could probably you limiting yourself to one. You don't know if you could get 10. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was just saying, give me the first one. We good.
I heard you.
Pray for that, nigga.
God, he wants the first 10. The first one, my bad.
Yo, but before you go, I mean, we about to be out of here once you leave anyway. But book where they can find you.
Okay, perfect. Thank
Everything.
you. I appreciate you.
End it. But before you end it, man, you got anything to say?
No, I'm good, nigga.
You got anything to say?
No, just thank you again for coming through.
Exactly.
man.
you guys.
I don't think I gotta say
Thank
is
you. Thank you.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome here any Thursday that you are not busy.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to come over here, we don't got to talk about the case anymore if you don't want to. If you want to come chop it up with us about anything else, you're definitely more than welcome to come up here and just come have a conversation with us
Talk
about
about-
whatever we're talking about.
Talk about space.
Talk about space. We can do that shit too.
I'm most
gotta have
definitely.
that.
I'm most
We're
definitely.
gonna let you close out
take
the
that
show with where to find you, get the book, where to buy the book. Just do your whole spiel,
All right.
and we out here after that.
I want to shout out to everybody that supported this case, especially you guys right now. Thank you because you guys are supporting my case, my struggle, and this situation. I appreciate y'all. My IG, which is my main outlet in fighting this, is Mr. Anderson 304.
Mr. Dot Anderson.
Mr. Anderson 304. My book is on Amazon and on Kindle. It's called Motion in the Interest of Justice. You can't see the front because of the green. It's distorted because of the green screen. But that's the back of it. It shows the description. That's me holding the Emmy. In the back of the book, the Emmy was because of the story that Anthony Carlo covered, my story, and that's me with the Emmy. And I think we already passed that. I'm blasing. But you most definitely can find me there. You can find the book on Kindle, Amazon, and on this podcast, you could most definitely Google me. And I hope you guys help me fight this case. All you need to do is just ask questions. Yeah, that's all I ask. Ask
Can they
questions.
hit you up?
Talk about it. Of course, they can hit me up. I have a lot of people hit me up, and I have people sending me, links and everything else and tagging other people. That's how I got this far.
Well, we're just gonna make it further, and like I said before, we're here for you. Whatever you need.
Thank you.
You ever need to come over here and talk, and something happens, and you want to break it here, we'll do it. That's
Fire.
it. So
Fire.
whatever you need from us, we a team. So we gonna do whatever we gotta do.
Anybody else got questions? Y'all could bring them. I could call in or whatever. And
Fact, if y'all got questions, a lot of people
can't
didn't
wait.
want to talk, but everybody got to get out of here. We out of here. We love y'all. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
We will see y'all next week. Good.
That's it. Yeah.
Bye. We out of here.
Yo.